I'm an artist, so I love art. And I especially love classical art. At the time, I was living in the Midwest, where if you wanted to see classical artwork, you saw it in books, which in and of itself is kind of a magical experience where I would kind of feel like a wizard surrounded by oversized art history books, making a kind of castle around myself where the building stones were actually art books. But then I got the chance to study art history in Italy. Every day, we'd all gather in a top floor classroom and listen to our professor talk about the day's artwork. Then swiftly go down to the nearest cafe for an espresso, to then go out and track down the artwork to experience it in person. We saw Michelangelo's David, Bernini's sculptures. I even gave a report on the Castle San Angelo inside the castle, in which my report ended by an unexpected gust of wind blowing the skirt of my dress over my head. But that's a story for another time. Anyways, seeing artwork in person is the ultimate. Getting to experience the actual size, weight, and material, like for instance, an oil painting. Oil paint can be transparent, opaque, or somewhere in between. So when Caravaggio would make a painting, he would layer up the paint. You are able to see through some layers into other layers, light passes through it differently, and it really can make the paintings glow. And when you look at the same painting printed in a book with ink, not oil paint, it's still a beautiful and incredible image, but seeing that painting as a painting and all that oil paint can physically do is awe-inspiring. It's wow. It's complete wonderment. And the most incredible thing is these masterpieces are everywhere in Italy, so much so that the locals have become accustomed to living around greatness. And you can imagine what being surrounded with masterpieces does for a person. It seems like the Italians just stand a little straighter and are perhaps just a bit more aware in the best way possible what humans are capable of. The art is in obvious places like the middle of a plaza to more hidden places like an obscure wall tucked away in a chapel of a church. So finding the artwork kind of felt like a treasure hunt, like I was hunting down secrets. Because even though the art is in public spaces, seeing the locals simply walk by them because they are so used to them, but me seeing them for the first time, when you stand in front of a masterpiece and it envelops you in its greatness, where time stops for a moment and you feel that magic of yourself changing in how you see the world and your place in it. And then that odd contrast of having this transcendent experience while others are just going about their everyday around you is dizzying.